Good afternoon, student. My dear, once again, I am Alok Brave from Ambuja Public School. Welcomes you, right? And I have brought next video in relation to the chapter second, right? So we have done so far three types of reforms, right? Now we have to continue the technical reforms. Now, what are the technical reforms, right? That we have to see. The technical reforms are related with the technique of goods, right, to be produced, or what type of requirement they should have, what they should have. Now we are studying about the agriculture reforms. We are studying about the agriculture reforms or land reforms. So it means the reforms will be totally connected with the agriculture sector and with no other sector. So my dear student, my first point is in relation to this is package, use of package input. What is the meaning of use of package input? Means nowadays, my dear student, green revolution has taken place. Now when the green revolution has taken place, it means, my dear student, in green revolution system, there is a package unit introduced, that is HYV seed, fertilizers, pesticide, insecticide, and other irrigation facilities, and use of diesel engine, pump set, tube wells for irrigation facilities, then use of machinery, right? This is called use of package input. Now farmers should use package input to improve the agriculture production, right? This is the most important technical reform. Then second is rotation of crop should be rotate, right? The same crop should not be produced, right, continuously, right? If they will produce continuously same crop, then what will happen? The crop production will reduce because of the decrease in fertility of land. Hence, my dear student, the rotation of crop is necessary. Every time, new different type of crop should be sown by the farmer on a piece of land, right, on their land. That is why rotation of crop is also very important, and it is a scientific term, right? Nowadays you go and see various program on agriculture, then they will stress on the rotation of the crop. Then in this category we can include sowing of the commercial crop also. Commercial crop can also sow, right? On some portion of the land they can sow commercial crops, and in some pattern, in some area of land they can sow, my dear student, other type of crop which are useful for their daily use. Then credit facilities. Credit facilities should be provided by the government or bank to them. This is very, very important. When they will have when they will have credit facilities, my dear student, they can purchase technique of production. They can purchase various technique of production or various machines, which enables them to do the production at large scale, and which helps them to ripe the crop very fast, because cultivation and sowing of the crop will take place very fast, and even watering will be very easy for the plants. So my dear student, credit facility should be given by the government to them. Then only small and marginal farmer would be able, or you can say can be able to use this technique of production, these technique of production. Otherwise, they cannot produce. They cannot use. Sorry, I beg your pardon. They cannot use irrigational facilities. Irrigational facilities means they should provide various type of various type of pumps and tube wells by the government on the easy loan. This can be so, or government should develop more and more dams to store the water. Government should make lakes more and more, so that during the time of rainy season, water could be stored. So this is the most important thing here. Then irrigation facilities should be developed. Various artificial canals should be made. Right. So my dear student, this is utmost important. Various artificial canals can be made by the government to provide water to the, my dear student, farmers for their educational, for their irrigation, for their agriculture field as part. Minimum support price. The minimum support price should also be fixed by the government. Right. This minimum support price means the price which is fixed by the government to support the farmer. This price is generally higher than the market price. This price is always higher than the market price. So my dear student, this is also very important. Then establishment of regulated market. The regulated market should also be established. Right. What is the meaning of regulated market? The regulated market means, my dear student, the market which is governed by the government, which is run by the cooperative societies, which is run by the government or food corporation of India, government, company, food corporation of India. And in this market, weight, quality, grading is done. And according to that, the price of crops are settled in this market. The weights, there is no chance of stealing. There is no chance of decreasing or increasing weights, right? Because it works under the supervision of government. Government officers work under these market along with the associations or trade unions of the farmers, right? So according to my opinion, in this market there should be a committee of 7 members, and four of them should be from the government department, 3 of them from the side of farmers, right? In this way they should work. Then it will give the fruitful result. Then let us come to the next type of reforms. We call them general reforms, right? General reforms are those reforms under which I will tell rural credit facilities. Rural credit facilities should be available to the farmers, like Kisan Credit Card Societies, Kisan Credit Card, like rural cooperative, district cooperative societies, primary cooperative societies, and then central cooperative societies. So cooperative societies should be available because these cooperative societies mainly work to give loan to the farmers. Right, this is utmost important. Then irrigational facilities. Irrigational facilities I have already discussed in the previous point. It is also included, it is also part of general reform. So I will not repeat it again. MSP, my dear student, MSP is again, this is a part of technical reforms or general reform, also both we can include here. So subsidies to this is the most important. The farmer should get the subsidized loan and subsidies on the purchase of chemical fertilizer, HYV seeds, pesticide, insecticide, and other technical things like there is a cutworm machine, right, which helps in cutting the crops, right? So it is costly. Its cost is 1,60,000 but after government subsidies, it is given to the farmer at the rate of 80,000 rupees. Rest 80,000 rupees is given by the government. Like this, various type of machines. In general Bhasha, we call it Katwa machines. I know about this example because I have seen. Right, see that machine, that is a big wheel which is run with the help of power. So this type of facilities, subsidies should also be given to the farmer. This is most important. And farmer should get subsidies on various things, even on the insurance also. Right, see, or on the loans also. Right. Development of infrastructure. Now, development of infrastructure is very important in the villages. Development of infrastructure is very important in the villages. My dear student, why it is important in the villages? Because villages should also progress. Villages should also progress. There should also be sewer system. There should also be medical system. There should also be, school, education, primary health center. Even you can make the big hospitals. Then also it is very important. Right? See, they should also get the benefits. Sewer system, water tanks, drinking water should be available to them. Like, like cities, urban areas, bank facilities should be there. Right? So all type of facilities are required, and computer centers are required there. So it will develop the park system. Right, regular, my dear student, regular, cleanliness and sanitation is also essential, So these are all part of development of infrastructure. Then we have development of transportation and communication. Development of transportation and communication means, right, the network, each and every village should connect to the, my dear student, with cities, with proper transportation through the railways, through the waterway, through the, roads. Waterways or railways, we cannot connect every village. It is not possible. Right, we are not so developed. Right, it takes years to connect with the airways, right, each and every village. But some village may be connected. Right. See, development of transportation and communication network is very essential because it will provide the information to the farmers. It will provide information to the farmers. Right. This development of transportation and communication will make everything to be transferred from one place to other place by with the help of roads or railways. Right. Easily. Very easily. Right. Transportation of goods is very easy. Even people is very easy. Right. Goods and people can move from one place to other place at a rapid rate. Communication system will help them to provide the information about the government schemes. Government schemes and various programs which are important for the agriculture. Right. They will also come to know about the agriculture committees. They will also get the information about the MSPs, right? So communication system and transportation system should also be developed there. Then comes lack of political will, causes of slow growth of land reforms. So my dear student, there are some causes of slow growth of land reform. Now first is lack of political will. Lack of political will. My dear student, what is political will? Political will means, when these reform causes of slow progress, slow growth of progress of land reform. Why these reforms, right, land reforms, right, are slowly working. Slowly working, right? Why these reforms are working? We are going to study about their causes. In this category, I am including first of all lack of political will. Lack of political will means our leader don't want to bring these reforms because they are themselves agriculturists. They owns very big farms. They owns very big farms. Now they owns very big farms, and these farms, right, help are of great help to them, or of great help to them, because these farms provide them great income, which helps them to contest election. That is why they don't want to bring or introduce these reforms, because they know if these reforms will be introduced, their backbone will be broken, right? Because they got lot of money from this agriculture sector, because they have huge amount of land, right? So therefore they do not want to introduce these reforms very strictly. That is why land reforms are slowly, moving, right, or not even followed by these political leaders. No political leader. Right, see. Then modified transfers, bogus transfer. We call this modified transfer bogus transfer, right? Or we call it farji transfer, nakli transfer, right? So my dear student, these transfers are modified. The land, after applying the land law of land ceiling, land was transferred by these zamindar, jagirdar, to their relatives and friends and their servants who were illiterate. They only just signed on the document, but actual owner remains the landlord of that land. Right? They transferred land to their, very faithful servants, their wife, sons, daughters, and other family members, but whose possession remains with them. So these type of transfer are called bogus transfer. We call them bogus transactions or transactions or transfers. Then see, personal cultivation. Definition of personal cultivation is not proper in the law. Right? What is the definition of personal cultivation? Right? The definition of personal cultivation is related with supervision done by the owner of the land. Supervision done by the owner of the land, right, in the law, right? This definition should be improved. Supervision should be done by the owners of the land, right? Owner can stand there, only the workers can work. His hired employed can work. That is the only thing the law want. So definition of personal cultivation is not proper. This is the problem. Right, my dear student. Why it is not proper? It is not said in the law that an owner of the land should himself cultivate the land. Only what is said, he can supervise the land while others person are while other persons are working on the land. Other person means his appointed laborers are working on the land, that is called personal cultivation. It is not proper definition of personal cultivation. Right, personal cultivation is generally means when a farmer or landlord himself is cultivating land. That is called personal cultivation. But here in our law, it is given supervision by the owner of the land. Right, this is the another problem. Then no proof of tenancy. There is no proof of tenancy. There is no proof of tenancy in the hands of landless farmers. These farmers have taken land on the contract from the landlords, big farmers, and started cultivating. Right, started cultivating. But these farmers are and landlords are very clever. They have not given any written document so that it can prove their tenancy. Right, it can prove that they are tenant or rent paying farmers. Right, so this is the another reason, causes of slow growth of land reforms. Defect in sealing laws. Then sealing laws were not made appropriate. The land sealing definition was defined in every state differently. The amount of land is also fixed in every state at different level. Right, see, the measurement of land sealing definition is different in South, in West Bengal, in North India, in Central part. In every state almost there is a difference. Right, a person can carry how much amount of land. This is also not described by the each and every state properly. Right, in every state this law is different. Law of sealing is different. Right, different size of land a person can carry in different state. So if there should be oneness of this law, in this law at the central level of the national level, or you can say national or level, or you can say union level. Right, so this law should be reformed. Right, this should also be definition of this should also be reformed, and this everything should be reformed. Lack of voluntary surrender means landlord do not want to, I beg your pardon, do not want to surrender the land voluntarily. Why they do not want to surrender the land voluntarily? Because it is their backbone and they have got income, and nobody want to surrender its own thing which is gifted to him by the Britishers to landless farmers. It will reduce their income. So there is no voluntary will. Lack of voluntary will. I missed here very important. Very importantly, will. It is will. It is will. Right. See, so lack of voluntary will to surrender land. Right. So they don't want to surrender land. If they will surrender land, their income will reduce and their luxurious lifestyle will over. Right. So this is another cause. Threat to the landless farmer. Then last one is threat to the landless farmer. Sometimes they also give threat to the farmers. Landless farmers, if the land is allotted to him, they capture it back. Why they capture it back? My dear student, right? How can they capture or why they capture? Because, my dear student, landless farmers are very weak. they don't have any guts to fight with these big landlords. So this is the case, right? So my dear student, this is the only thing which we are facing nowadays in the slow growth of land reforms. So these are the main causes, reasons, right, of the slow growth of land reforms, right. So in this way I will conclude here, these land reforms should be improved, followed and modified so that benefit should go to the landlords. In our country there are so many big leaders, right, those who have thousands of acres of land, their land should be taken, right, but they are using what they are using? They are using the policy of bogus transfer or modified transfer to carry that amount of land. So this is the most dangerous point. It should be clarified or by our constitution, rectified by the constitution or law, right? This is necessary, right? Okay, thank you. I am Alok Brave. I will bring next video on green revolution, right? Green revolution advantage, their merits and demerits. Okay, thank you. Good day, my dear students. Bye.